Oh, that's right. We're doing the chainmail hood,
It's so
because
good.
chainmail spring for Lee Alexander. That's what's up. All right. So wave with the people. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the best of all possible souls. It's me, Dia, and I'm here with Derby, and we're also joined by our intrepid co-host, who is up past his bedtime, Trevor Strunk. Trevor,
I
say
just
hi.
stifled a yawn for this. Uh, hi everyone. Hi Dia. Hi Derby. It's wonderful to be here. This is the one thing I will fight past sleep for.
Yeah, it's it's like when the king of El Dorado says, if you find some place where you're good and you're happy, you should be there and just stay there and not fuck around. And we are happy recording souls, so we should just do this.
Just keep doing it.
Just
Yeah,
keep
this is
recording
our city
souls.
of gold.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not a good city.
This is a very bad
This is
city.
a bad city.
This is a rough one.
I was thinking
Uh,
about it earlier today, because I was like, I know we're gonna have to come back to the high wall of Lothric, and just how much time we kind of spend in what feels like the same area of Lothric. But I guess really, if you think about it, Dark Souls 1 breaks this up into kind of discrete sections, right? We've got, we have that initial undead burg, and then we have the kind of great cathedral area, and then there's, more of kind of a castle-y ramparts part. But like here, it's kind of all at once. We just do it as one
yeah,
thing.
it's kind of like the level design you get in Dark Souls 2 more than Dark Souls 1 in that regard, because and Bloodborne for that matter, where it's like just like you get the place. It's not it's very much less zoned out.
Yeah.
Which I mean I like generally, but also it is, especially in a place like this, like as a repetition of Dark Souls 1 or a repetition on a theme or whatever, like it is like a little off-putting to be playing this long. I feel like you're missing something almost.
Yeah, I feel like that guy was missing
Nice.
something.
Yeah, his head
Being alive.
absolutely decked him. Yeah, play with his body.
That's what we do. I
Okay,
like
give
this
us so
other
much
guy
trouble.
tried to show up, and he tried to start some shit too.
Now the
That didn't
dragon's
work
trying to
out for
start
him.
Something.
Yeah, so the dragon's trying to start some shit right now, and oh, cool.
Got armor.
Yeah. See, I could put fire on things too, y'all. Come on over here. Come on.
Oh boy.
It's good time. Steel soldier helm. We're not gonna wear that. We got our chainmail on.
The chainmail's too cool.
Yeah, it's way too cool. Deserter armor.
Huh?
Common soldier's armor. Its insignia is worn beyond recognition. This musty, rusted hunk of metal befits one reduced to thievery.
Oh,
That sounds cool. Oh, look at that. That's not so bad.
No, it's a good sort of like starting point.
Yeah, that's a good time for old Derby. And now we
Derby
don't
has
have to
dress
worry
up in
about our
order not
weird.
to be hurt.
We don't have to worry
Yeah.
about our weird armor penalty now.
Yeah, I think like with the armor penalty, we really are sort of in that early MMO stage of did you pick up something from the dungeon? You better be wearing them. That, like, looks like you got to mix and match for a while before you find your style, baby. Well, you can already see how much left.
Okay. So I just wanted to get over here, really. I also want to turn the system volume down because it's a little bit loud for recording purposes, especially because like I gotta be able to hear Trevor.
Well,
People
it's
gotta hear
important.
Trevor.
They gotta hear me over the dragon's extreme
Yeah,
noise.
over the dragon. Wow, we're
very low.
We're very low.
Am I low?
you might be a little low.
See if I can be louder.
That's what we're always asking people to do. You know, it's not so much. It's like,
Speak up.
yeah, no, don't let yourself be silenced.
Don't hide your light under a bushel basket.
No, hide your light because we got to be sneaky.
All right, I'm 10 up now. Am I too hot?
No, you're good. That sounds
Okay.
good.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So here's a neat thing. You got these undead hunter charms, right? Yeah, that's cool, right? These undead hunter charms. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Oh,
Yeah, it seems like bullshit, huh? Right?
seems like it.
Go back to sleep.
What? What?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Oh, damn, this guy's tough.
Glad you had the undead hunter charm.
Go back to sleep.
This mimic has so much health. Oh my god.
God damn. A tongue.
So gross.
But now there's a deep battle axe.
The deep battle axe.
Yeah. So shout out to the undead hunter charms.
Very cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I never knew what they did because of like. Does that only happen with mimics?
I think I know it forces the mimics back to sleep, but I don't
Okay.
know if it. I've only ever used them on those. I think they're like the Lloyd's talisman.
Yeah, I mean they're PvP objects basically, right?
Yeah,
Where, like,
but they
you toss them down so
they
people can't
happen
heal.
to force the mimics back to sleep, which makes them awesome.
Yeah, what a great trick. I didn't know that at all. That's really cool.
We got this deep battle axe. What's that about? We can equip that. That's a strength weapon. It requires 12 strength. We've got that.
Okay.
96 strength or 96 attack physical, 96 dark.
It's a dark weapon.
Yeah, it's heavier. There's less durability. But I don't know. Maybe that's neat. Let's see. What do we think about that? What do you think about that, Derby? It's actually faster than the club.
Yeah, it's fun to swing.
Yeah, it's fun to swing.
It's worth a shot. Ooh, it's fun to two-hand.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun time.
Dark weapon.
Yeah, dark
Huh.
weapon. You can put dark on the weapon. You know, I guess I don't know anything that's particularly weak to dark in these games. It's not something I think about. You know, this you know, deep, which is I can't remember. Deep is like the precursor to dark because there's like fire and then there's chaos, which is like
Okay.
and then I think there's deep, and then I think deep turns into dark from there. But so we got this door open from over here now, so we can start making our way across this plateau of death.
Why is there so much death here, Dia?
Because there's a giant dragon up there. Oh, there's a
Oh,
club.
okay. In case we want to dual wield clubs.
In case we wanted, you can't dual wield in this game.
Oh yeah, right.
Like you can just put two
They
in your
took
hand.
out the
but-
cool part.
Yeah, they. Oh shit! We just calculated that one. That's okay. 'Cause we're just gonna. Got a claymore.
Now we could try wield.
I was gonna say, wow, did we just pick up another
Okay.
Derby? That was so smooth.
Derby took a risk and it worked.
Derby took a risk and it worked, and that's an important lesson. You know, you got to take risks sometimes. That's not a lesson you're gonna get from Voltaire's Candide.
No, it's true. Voltaire's Candide is very anti-risk.
You are not gonna, despite the fact that everyone really does go out and take some big fucking swings in that book. They are all universally punished for taking big swings.
It's interesting. I guess satire typically does not like when you take big swings. Satire usually likes when you kind of stay towards the middle.
Yeah. Well, we got a bunch of souls now. We should go put a point in something. I feel like
Yeah,
we could
probably.
probably put a point in something now. Oh yeah, look at that. We could put a
How many
point
souls
in
do we have?
something.
2,800?
2,800,
Yeah,
and we only need 21.
And we have the large soul of a deserted soldier too.
Oh, so we could put souls into something and buy something.
Ooh, buy something.
Yeah. What are you buying?
What are you selling? Just a couple weeks late for that joke.
Yep, it's true. Okay, good. So that was I have a low key agenda is that I wanted to finish the Wall of Lothric today. The whole I want to get us through that section on to the next thing. I think we spent quite a bit of episodes on this one zone, which is it's bigger. It's true, but it's also it's time. It's time to get out of here.
It's time. Yeah, let's get past it.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak.
But that was the first thing was I wanted to do. We had to do the whole dragon pathway thing, and now we've done that. We could put that point into strength, or we could put that into.
Well, what does our axe scale with?
Oh, we get a lot more health if we put it on.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, no,
that's
that's fantastic.
That.
Well, and now with our armor,
yeah,
that's great news.
Yeah, Derby's remembering being buff. Do you have anything cool that we can buy? We could buy more. We could, if we had a friend, we could buy a chainmail helm for them.
If only we had a friend. Yeah, if only I had friend.
If only we had friend.
Write that on the floor.
We could buy a bunch of wooden arrows and go kill that dragon.
Do we have a bow? Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah, we
learned
bow.
that we have
I don't think we can use it.
But we can't use it though.
We could get like we could do like really bad chip damage. In which case we just need a lot of arrows. That's all that would matter. Do we? Yeah, we did. We don't have no illustrations. Okay. Let's
see if you can raise your axe at
so
all.
Here's the thing. We could put another point in the axe. That's the thing. We could put a point in the axe. But we could also make this a +2 fire club. And I'm God, like I'm really, I like this axe, but I think the fire club might be
okay.
What I want out of life.
Let's do some blunt clubs.
Yeah, we're gonna. Like, this axe is great. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I think this is it. We can't use the claymore, can we? No. An unusually large and heavy greatsword, normally wielded with 2 hands. The highly versatile weapon can be swung broadly or thrusted. This is a quality weapon. 16, 13 strength dex, DD scaling at start.
Oh yeah,
that is a quality weapon. I realize the battle axe actually has an 8 dex requirement. I didn't know there were classes that started with a dex below that.
It's like, yeah, I don't even know what you would have to. I guess if you did, like, can you do a class where you just like fully reassess your own points? Can you like? Is there a way to start?
You can't drop below.
Oh,
that's the whole reason people like even do fixate on starting classes, is because you can't go below your threshold. So like,
okay, that makes sense.
For like a lot of classes, they would in like Elden Ring, kind of the big thing people were talking was like if you were doing a strength build, to not actually choose the hero, because the hero had like a 10 or 11 in arcane.
Oh, and you can't go below, and you don't need that for a strength
right.
build.
You don't need that. So like if you rip those points out of arcane, you can actually like you're gonna need vit, you're gonna need endurance or whatever. But the vagabond or whatever had actually has a better profile for that. But then like Crusader actually is 1 point away from like being able to use Blood of the Redmanes or whatever.
Which is so nice.
Every strength build used anyway. So it was like, but then so that ended up actually being the correct class to choose, because there are no pure strength builds. There's no pure builds in Elden Ring.
I mean, barely pure builds anywhere.
To seek the Lords of Cinder.
Okay, he doesn't have anything new to say to us.
He's just upset.
Yeah, he's a sad boy. It's okay. It's okay to be sad.
But he's sad all the time.
He's sad all the time. But you know what? That's okay. We're just gonna let him be sad.
I hope he gets to talk to someone soon.
Yeah, that'd be nice. All right. I think we saved our buddy, and we dealt with the dragon room. I think we're done with the tower on the wall side for now. We could probably go back here to our new shortcut.
I love our shortcuts.
I
It's one of
love.
my favorite things about what we do. We get these shortcuts, and then all of a sudden the game feels so much easier.
Yeah. Um. It really does. Okay, so it's not that way. That's not the way we want to go. We want to go over here.
No.
We're gonna wake this guy up. You got what, buddy? Give us your crossbow.
All right, so we're gonna kill that guy 100 times and get the crossbow. It's just go. So it'd be really funny if we changed our approach this time around to just be us constantly killing people for drops, very specific drops. Well, we're gonna be killing the Black Knight 80 times today. Derpy needs glam.
Derby really wants to get the dark sword from those like three Dark Knights in the one Swampy Forest part.
Yeah, so that's
If you're
what we'll be
not
up to
familiar
today,
with the
yeah.
game, we'll see that part eventually.
You're telling me there's some sort of swamp in this game.
There
It's
is
very
there is
surprising.
absolutely a swamp in this game. Son of a bitch! Calm down, homie.
Calm down, everyone.
Everyone, calm. You calm down too. All these
Boy.
people need to calm down.
They got so upset.
They really did. They were so rowdy. Okay, so
Oh, this is neat.
yeah, isn't this a fun time?
It's very
And-
mossy.
Yeah, it's very interesting because like it is like we get to this part where it suddenly becomes like lush back in here. Like you get all of this weird growth back in here. And we have like there's like, the last time we had a big fun time with all the statuary and these guys who don't have heads and
Oh, yeah.
St. George and the dragon and all of that. But like this place
I
is
guess I didn't
overgrown.
realize how. Yeah, I guess I didn't realize how overgrown this place was. We kind of made fun of the fronds coming from
nowhere.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, we didn't remark on it.
But we
It's
don't
really
have,
interesting.
We don't have people trees here, like here we've got these kind of withered flags on sticks. We've got some burned
They don't look like
bodies.
humans.
No, they're not they're not people the way the other place was. I guess we can kind of see maybe that's up there on that ledge. Oh yeah, there's definitely that up on that ledge. There's people trees up there, but they stop here. And here we get this heavy vegetative growth. Like look at all of that over there even.
It reminds me of the when you're in Dark Souls 1 when you get to the big wall before Sen's Fortress that our friend from Katarina's sitting at. If you look over to the sides, like in the places you can't get to, it's all just like woods as far as the eye can see.
Oh yeah, there's that huge forest there.
It's the massive forest. Like it reminds me a little of that kind of feel where it's like now you're in that massive forest.
There's that big walkway across all of the tree tops and everything. But like here we have this we have all of this kind of just hanging growth. These all this ivy. We literally walk through it, and there's and leaves. All these piles of leaves, like these autumn leaves that are, flying through the air.
Perpetually falling.
Yeah. It's such a weird vibe shift. There isn't an illusory wall up here. What the fuck? Asshole. Derby doesn't like liars.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't have the little orange soapstone.
Oh.
I think I picked that up somewhere. Where did I pick that up?
That's weird.
Huh.
I'll have to
I don't know,
remedy that at
figure
some
that
point.
one out, yeah. But and there's these shrubs, these golden shrubs that must be the source of all these golden leaves. But it feels like there's too many leaves for the shrubs. These
It's
weird.
it's one of those nice, like, I think one of the things that Dark Souls does really well. And I mean, it's sort of it's a little bit of a cheat, but it's a good cheat, especially in like a medium like video games where like you have very little, you have to say a lot in a short period of time unless you're like a very particular kind of game. Um, but like in Dark Souls, it's fun because like they essentially have like you know, two symbols in one here.
Yeah.
You have the gold, which is sort of like, okay, it's royal. It's kind of like kingly or stately in a certain way. But then you also have the you know, it's fall, it's autumn, it's decay. And so you get them both at the same time. And you get to kind of feel like, ooh, this place is spooky, but also regal.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's like that happens a lot, especially as they get closer to the current moment, because Elden Ring has a ton of that.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh God. Yeah. Elden Ring
just like,
really makes use of that.
yeah, symbols that mean like three things.
And then here we go. We got our acorns again,
I love
reinforcing
them.
the fall, but also new growth.
Eh. I do like the idea that I actually do buy the new growth thing in all seriousness, bits aside. And then I think what's the funnier sort of non-starter there would be if it involved like your character hoarding things, like the
Right?
acorns meant to the acorns meant to grab as much stuff as you can
Yeah.
before the winter.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, he's got the big shield.
Pike guys, I hate pike guys.
They are the worst.
Just awful.
What, buddy? I got
Take
a
that.
Lothric
Ooh.
night helm. Not ever gonna
Not
wear
bad.
it, but cool. Take your hat. You're still wearing it, but I got one.
Yeah, we got a dupe. It's the one you were keeping in your pocket in case the other hat broke.
God.
Okay.
So here we are.
Okay.
Here we got these things. We saw these in the intro. These weird seedbed
yeah.
pilgrim guys with their like weird necks that are reminiscent of like the giants in some ways, but also like got these weird chained turtle shell things.
It reminds me a little of those enemies in at the very beginning of like the fire area in Dark Souls 1 where like, but they're like more sort of like the growth on their back is like kind of it's organic. It's like part of them.
Right.
And they don't attack you unless you attack them. But in this case, like the shells are
Yeah, those are the
clearly,
the
like-
Engie like kind of guys. The bug infested people.
yeah. That's right.
Here we have the dudes who are cutting off their heads next to head cut off statues,
So good.
holding their heads kind of patiently in their hands. It's good
Listen,
stuff.
it's important to have a passion.
It is.
And if cutting off your head is your passion,
And
then
this thing seems to have ally required a head. Okay, that's interesting. Here's like this guy. He's like kind
he
of
made it.
clawing at this wall, or like they're all kind of clumped up against this doorway, but the doorway is open and we can walk in here. And there's a lot of blood stains everywhere.
I wonder what that means.
Yeah, people died. Praise the bonfire.
Okay,
Where?
all right.
Where's the bonfire, homies?
Oh, it's just a light.
Yeah.
The wait has been long, unkindled one. I am Emma, High Priestess of Lothric Castle.
Hi, Emma.
Allow me to speak frankly. You will not find the Lords of Cinder here.
Yeah, we figured
They
that
have
one out.
left, gone, to their churning homes converging at the base of this castle. Head to the bottom of the high wall, forge on through the great gate, and raise this banner to proceed.
Oh, we got a little banner.
All right.
This farewell gift is for you. It is the insignia of an old covenant. If you fear trespassers, dark spirits drawn by the embers, then etch this upon your heart, and the old Concord will beckon noble blue sentinels to hunt these foul spirits.
So we get the Way of the Blue Covenant.
Cop Guild.
Unkindled, head to the high wall's base. Go through the great gate and raise this banner to proceed. But beware, the dog keeps a close eye on things. The vile watchdog of the Boreal
The
Valley.
vile watchdog of the Boreal Valley.
Unkindled goes up
I love that she adds that as if like, you know, anyone who's played these games at any point, if they hear like the dog keeps a close eye on things, it's like, oh right, because there's going to be a dog that attacks me and it's going to be huge, like in every one of these games. She's like, no, I have to clarify this for the Unkindled.
Yeah, no, it's
I have to name it.
It is funny thinking about that. I didn't think about that before. It's like, yeah, no, we are primed to expect just a big fucking dog.
Yeah, they're in every single game.
Especially
it's fine.
especially after Bloodborne, where it's, God, I mean, how many dogs are in that game?
There's like half the bosses, if they're beasts, they're basically dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we gotta. I guess we could equip this blue tear stone ring since we got nothing better to do, and we can join this covenant for now. Covenants,
all right.
Much easier in this game. You just change your little item out, and you can swap them on the fly.
That is a fantastic change.
I think, as you know, a player, I think it's a fantastic change, but I also think it's cheap. But I guess it does it does kind of relate to this world is kind of just pathetic and not great anymore, and allegiances are flimsy. Covenants can just be walked in and out of as simply as changing your underwear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's true. And you're right. I mean, it's not nearly as impactful as having to find the person every time you want to change or whatever. It feels much cheaper to kind of like, you know, flit back and forth, less of a commitment. I do agree there.
Yeah. Let's see if this guy's gonna kill me this time.
Oh, let's see.
Sometimes I can get a backstab in on him. Nope. Nope. This guy sucks. But looks like he's going down this time.
Refined gem.
That is a quality, the quality gem for. That's what we refined builds in Dark Souls 3.
It's not quality build. It's refined.
Yeah, refined.
This is a high-class establishment.
It is a high-class establishment. Look at this. This is Lothric, y'all. You don't. Sure, it's a little bit smoky and bombed out right now, but you know you surely should have seen it even just a couple hours ago. Everyone was here cutting their heads off. It was a real beautiful time. Listen to these assholes.
It's what back before they elected these woke officials, people were cutting their heads off freely.
They were. Oh yeah, come on, come on, homie, come on. Oh shit!
Oh no!
Son of a bitch! Oh my God, chill out, homie.
This guy was keyed up to get you.
He really
two-handing and jeez. Too bad.
Yeah. You should have drank your Estus before you came at me. What's this over here?
Eat your Wheaties and drink your Estus.
Oh, it's the
Lucerne. An old friend.
Not Derby's old friend, but
I mean, I see it. I've never used it.
You know, I never have either. Like a lot of people really love the Lucerne, and like I just never used it. And when I finally got it here, by this point, I'd already kind of just settled into the broadsword my first playthrough, and I was just like, yeah, I'm fine for now.
Yeah, it's like it's an old friend only because it always shows up. But as far as like actually being useful, I've never really.
Yeah, I never like the whole sweet spot thing. Really puts me off on pole arms, and like I get it, I totally get it, but it just no, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that in a Souls game.
I'm not good enough at pole arms as what the enemies in this game are.
No. No,
If I can't be as good as them, I don't want to be part of it.
I don't think I've ever not used a polearm on like a character in like a Dungeons and Dragons game. Like just like if every time I'm
Sure.
not DMing, I'm like no man, fucking polearm, let's go. But for these purposes, for Dark Souls, I'm like never fucking with that shit. Steel soldier helm. I don't want that. Boom. Go down.
Did not see that guy at all. He surprised me very much.
Okay. So here we are.
The guy's body just falling down the stairs.
That's what they do. Let's see if we can move this guy roll.
Yeah, there he
Legs
goes.
kind of kicked him.
I mean, he just went. Yeah.
he just. Who's attacking us? Who's trying to attack us?
Oh. Maybe they're just doing target practice somewhere. There's an archery range around here. Camp Lothric.
Oh, it's this guy. Stop that. Titanite shard. Hey,
Okay. Hey,
take it.
worth the trip.
Okay, so
There's a lot of bodies.
there's a lot of bodies. Jicky Poo over here, Emma, who is hanging out here just to tell people to go this away.
She's got like 30 of those banners. She just gives them out like candy.
I wonder like how many people is she just like hanging out with these like they're like pocket handkerchief people in like Yakuza. They're just like, here, take these
Yeah,
pocket
exactly.
handkerchiefs. And you're just like, all right, sure.
Thanks. I guess.
I got 3,000 souls. I'm gonna kind of run back. I think
Okay.
I think
Are you anticipating a boss?
I'm anticipating a boss because that next room, one, I know there's a boss, but two, if you didn't know that there's a boss in that next room, really? Come on. Of course there's a boss in that next room.
I mean, yeah, of course. I don't blame you for anticipating a boss. Let me just say that. Seems perfectly reasonable. Seems like we're gonna want our Estus flasks.
Derby, you gotta stop doing that. You're gonna get canceled.
If we kindle Derby, this will stop.
I don't think so.
This is just her look now because of all the soot.
Well, yeah, because of all of the soot and muck that we've been running through fighting people.
Oh, all right.
What? Yeah.
Can't cancel Derby if this is the only way she can live, I suppose.
It's true. It's not
And if we
Derby.
cancel Derby, she can go on like tours, book tours and stuff, make a lot of money.
You're right. Let's. This is dog coming up and follow it.
No.
The number of times I've gotten killed trying to just use this bonfire, I swear to God. Because the dog just comes up from behind you and you're just like, God damn it.
I had 1 health. I was just almost
I
there.
was almost there. I was so close. Oh, look, you're sitting down now. You're having a little sit down. Just like our friend over there. Everyone's having a little seat. Little seat
Yeah, why
time.
not?
Yeah, no, I
That's
think
no-
so. What's the point
No
of standing
reason not to
up?
rest up.
Yeah.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak.
You don't get up. Don't
Very
get up.
well. Then
You
tuck
can
in.
sit,
Oh,
girl.
let me sit down.
You look, bony and lacking in vigor.
You should put some souls into vigor. Not, I mean, I meant the lady should.
Yeah.
You can too. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I think I might put a disappoint in it. Because, I got strength. I could put it on a point in strength, but I don't have anything to use the strength with right now, so.
I think vigor at this point, it's just like, makes such a big difference.
It does.
Like 50 points.
Like, up until, once you get, I think it was, 24 is really, that spot where you just really feel comfortable for the first couple of zones. Yeah, it's a good time.
I feel like Elden Ring was kind of the moment where everyone admitted this, but it really is not a bad thing to put points into vigor. Like, it's good. It's very helpful.
Whatever trinket you need, speak
Yeah.
up. Just don't ask me where I got them.
I love Grey Rat. Grey Rat, what
Aw.
you got? So Grey
Where'd you
Rat,
get these?
Grey Rat just kind of he goes out and gets stuff, and he'll give it to us. He'll sell it to us because that's what he does. He's got a spear and a mace and a bastard sword and a long sword and a bandit's knife and a light crossbow. He's got some shields. Got a thief mask. Got the thief armor.
Oh, cool.
He's got
What's
some
that
arrows.
400 soul thing that's like looks like a little bust?
Oh, it's a thief mask.
Oh, it's the thief mask.
Yeah.
Okay, I missed you going over that. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything we
fun.
want really right now. I might stack up on his fire bombs, but
Not a bad idea.
we can sell this for 1,000. Okay, let's take a look at some of these things. We read the claymore. We're not going to use the claymore, so I'm going to get rid of this.
Yeah.
I
bye.
don't think we're going to use the deep battle axe.
Okay.
Easily wielded axe crafted for battle and inflicting standard damage. Its weight can be used to inflict high damage, but must be used carefully as it leaves the wielder open to retaliation. Like, I mean, I guess we could change it. Like the deep thing doesn't really do anything for me.
Yeah, that's the problem. If it was a fire battle axe.
Fire battle axe, I think Derby would be all about it, but it's not. And we don't have any fire gems, so we don't care right now. Maybe we'll hold on to it in the event that someday that changes. Here's a club.
That's
It's
not
a
bad
club.
idea.
Simple wooden
Yeah.
club characterized by savage leaping attacks. This crude
Leaping
blade-
attacks.
Yeah, have you seen those? The savage leaping attacks. Derby never does them, but like we could. I so rarely use the like pressing
skills?
forward. Like yeah, I never use like just the basic combat skills.
I never do either in these games. Like
in
I go ages.
Yeah, in
with
Dark
that.
Souls 1, I did use like the leap. I did use the Captain Caveman shit for like the early game with the deprived and the club, because you can just one shot guys with that, and it is very helpful in Dark Souls 1 to just be able to delete a guy from the table.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it's more of like a crowd control problem.
Yeah. Lucerne, a polearm with a sharp, hard, pronged head that inflicts thrust attacks. The lucerne is wielded overhand like a hammer, or it can be swung from the side to break through shields. Skill, spin, sweep foes in a large spinning motion, and utilize momentum to transition to an overhanded strong smash. Spin to win. That's what we do with
Yeah.
Dark Souls. That's the classic. This is the sacred chime for casting miracles of the gods. Chimes such as these are often given to clerics who become undead. It's interesting that these are given to clerics who become undead. They're not
That's
just given
such a
to normal
funny
clerics.
thing.
Like, what do the normal clerics have? It's an interesting little chime. It's kind of like a weird candlestick.
Maybe like a better chime. Maybe that's like the low end chime.
Maybe. We have 2 blank shields now.
Oh, gotta sell one of them, right?
Oh, we're gonna sell one.
2 souls.
Or I guess we had one. I was reading that wrong. I was reading that
Oh, well,
number
that
2.
doesn't matter.
We don't care about the blank shield. A wooden shield decorated with an ancient symbol of the 2-headed eagle. Close to a small shield in size, wooden shields are light, manageable, and offer relatively high magic absorption. It's got a 2-headed eagle. It's the eagle for the east and the eagle for the west.
It's the long lost nation of Bavaria.
God damn it. Yeah, okay, we're not using that. The silver eagle kite shield. Orthodox metal shield engraved with a crest
Oh my.
depicting a silver eagle. Medium shields are the most average of shields, providing a balance between of damage absorption, stability, and weight. Yeah, silver eagle kite shield. Pour one out. I don't think it's actually. I think in Dark Souls 2 it's only like a 90 physical, but here it's been upgraded to 100.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like since it doesn't do much of anything else in terms of like magic,
Yeah.
it should at least have that.
Armor of celebrated Lothric knight, strong steel helm, if a little worn. The knight has served as one of the 3 pillars since ancient times, and shares place alongside the wyverns as a symbol of Lothric.
That's interesting.
Only those possessing a knight's resolve are fit to wear this garment. So, the wyverns.
Yeah, why the wyverns? Why do the wyverns have such pride of place in Lothric?
So this is interesting because so a wyvern is what is there two legs,
I think
two
it's
wings,
like,
and a pointed
isn't
tail.
it the wings and basically the arm, like basically the wings and the legs,
Yeah,
right?
it's just wings and legs, and then the pointy tail, because the pointy tail is important because it's wyvern is what it's Middle English form of viper.
I didn't know that. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
I had never known that. That's really cool.
I'm pretty sure that's the thing there, and so I don't remember when it comes out, but it has its own specific in heraldry. A wyvern is different from a dragon, and these are important things because heraldry is very specific about things, and so on and so forth.
So what a wyvern means in heraldry.
I don't.
Interesting question.
That is an interesting question. Look it up on your own if you're interested, because I don't have an answer for you. In another life, I might have, but it's been way too long since it's my medievalist era.
Apparently, well, the dragon symbolizes courage, and the eagle symbolizes fortitude, and it's some sort of mix of the two. Typically, it looks like in heraldry, dragons and wyverns are pretty interchangeable, which is funny.
Oh, that's interesting.
But yeah, the term wyver first appears in the Great Roll in 1312, and you're right, it's derived from the Old French "vivre," meaning serpent.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't lie. I was interested.
Good.
Sorry, audience.
No, it's good. It's good. This is the kind of thing that we want to provoke. We want to provoke the searching out answers for questions that we have.
Yeah, it's true. No, you're right. You're right.
And there are always sources out there in the world, and people will tell you that Wikipedia is not a good resource. But you know what? For medievalist bullshit, it's actually pretty good because they will give you some fucking specific references. Like, leave it to a medievalist to like sit there and be bored and pissed off and be like, no, this is fucking wrong. I'm gonna fix this, and I'm gonna link all of the JSTOR articles that back me up.
Oh yeah, and I mean, really, Wikipedia is only as good as the links provided with it. Every medievalist is just using the driest and most like profoundly legitimate links that you could possibly want.
It's a good time. Okay, let's see. So the three pillars. What is the third pillar? We got knight and wyvern. What is the third pillar, Trevor? We haven't found out yet.
Knight, wyvern. I'm gonna say, guy cutting his head off.
Those are knights. They're swearing fealty, aren't they?
Is it? Oh, you're right. It can't be the guy. Yeah, that's double dipping.
Because only those possessing a knight's resolve are fit to wear this garment. You got to be ready to cut your head off if you want the cool helmet.
Yeah, your own. Yeah, you have to be ready to take your own life in the most grotesque possible way.
Because see, that's why this is a Lothric soldier. Typical helm of a Lothric soldier, iron made but half fallen apart. It is never unwise to wear a sturdy form of head protection against arrows and other somatic threats.
Somatic threats?
Somatic
threats of feeling?
Like
that's such a weird turn of phrase.
I don't know what to do with that.
As opposed to semantic threats, or
I mean, I guess they mean like soma as in body and bodily threats, but
that is really strange.
Yeah, it's really weird to use somatic in that way, or not to use it in the way, but to use it here, like other somatic threats, because it's just dealing with the body.
It's truly like I picked up a thesaurus style word.
Who is the asshole that's writing these? Because this is kind of great, because it's like such a bullshit kind of description, but then we get them throwing in somatic threats.
Yeah, are they studying for the GREs while also translating the Japanese and doing localization?
Yeah, So we're never going to wear either of these. But the difference there is this has steel ring plates around the neck. The soldier doesn't.
So much better.
Soldier doesn't have that. Oh, what is a deserter arc? Common. Oh yeah, this musty rusted hunk of metal hits one for thievery. Well, we did steal it.
It's very true.
Yeah,
We've stolen most things.
Did we read? I mean, we read that one. Oh, this is the ring. Okay. A ring set with a large, rare tearstone jewel. Temporary boost damage absorption when HP is low. This stone is said to be a tear of sorrow of the goddess Kytha. And of course, tears are always more beautiful near death.
It's an Edgar Allan Poe-esque
Of course. Of course.
idea.
Oh, this place is a bore. What good is thievery if you've nowhere to go?
I love Grey Rat.
Grey Rat's really cool.
Grey Rat's wonderful. He's like, what am I supposed to do with all this shit?
Tis good, wasn't he?
Can you do anything for me? No, you can't do shit for me right now. Yeah.
You don't have enough shards.
No, I don't have enough shards. We could put it in a raw club. Ooh, look at that. It ups up to 183. So like it's no joke. Like if you're like, you know, I'm just boosting my stuff, and not your normal stats, like raw will get you there.
And you have 3 raw gems.
Yeah, wow. Where did I get all these raw gems from?
You could absolutely like demolish with that. I don't know how much we want to take the fire off though. That's the problem, right?
Yeah. But so this is like the basic club. So like if we take the fire off, we get 129 plus 30 is just the base scaling for the club plus 2. It's pretty impressive.
It's not bad. That's
yeah.
that's pretty good.
We don't have a shriving stone, so we can't do that. We're
Pretty
stuck with the fire,
careful.
but I'm fine with that for now. Fire is pretty handy so far.
I think we haven't hit
I
a
gotta
point where we
use-
don't want fire.
Should just go buy some fire gems.
Ah,
Or not fire gems, fire bombs. Fire gems. Let's go buy some fire gems.
I mean,
If I could buy some
Be
fire
nice
gems,
if
a
we
lot of my
could.
problems would have been solved.
that would have been great. Yeah.
Let's buy 16 of these buddies. There we go.
Ashen
Excess
one.
is put in storage, so that means we can throw some fire bombs and we'll still have some later.
I really like the fire bombs in this game. They really, the way they're available so early is a super nice way of like actually making this early section a little more accessible.
Yeah. Derby likes the fire bombs here too. Okay, so here we are, back on the high wall of Lothric. Derby, I think, is ready to go beat up a boss. Go beat
I'm
up a
so
watchdog.
excited. Just need some more details about this watchdog before. How didn't he hear that? Just not the best watchman.
No, not so much.
Okay, though, he's doing his best.
I mean, he's trying, you know, and that's all we can really ask of anyone. That they try.
It's beautiful.
Derby, you are so dirty, so quickly.
Derby's like a kid, like you let go out for 5 minutes. How did you get the mud all over you? I don't know, just playing.
Come on, why don't you guys come over here? You want to come in? Come in.
There we go.
That was very funny.
I really like part of the thing I love the most about the sort of like abrupt deaths of enemies in this game is that they always make the great sort of like dying sound too. So like it can be either, you know, hard won victory, and you hear the rattling cries of your foe, or it could just be the enemy being like, ah, shoot, no. It's very exciting.
They're very silly. Standard bolt.
Oh, okay.
What up, homie? Oh, just threw that shit in your face. What'd you think about that?
You're dead now.
You're dead now. That's just how it is. This is such a cool shortcut when you learn about it. Like your first time through this game, you're like, oh shit. I can just drop down there.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's so
You know
good.
how much work it took to get here before? Terrible time to drink your Estus.
It really was. It was bad. Come up here, guy. Boom.
Nice range, Derby.
Yeah, good job with the hitting him with the Phantom Range, Derby. What's this say? Fatty ahead.
Oh, well, okay. Looks like you found your way to the boss.
Looks like I found my way to the boss. Yeah.
Unless I miss my guess.
I'm just curious about something. Ooh, that's a lot of health you get back.
Wow. I like the little sting it gives you too, like the little audio sting. That's really fun.
I like the way it makes it cracks up your little emblem at the top corner. So you get that
Yeah, I
kind
like
of like
that too.
lava seeping through kind of effect, as you know. Nah, no one's around. I didn't think so.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it's just I wasn't anticipating a lot of like here are the homies for the first boss in Dark Souls 3 on PC in the year of our Lord 2023. That's
I mean, it seems a
that's
little
kind of a
unlikely,
big
you're
ask.
right. I do think like it's really cool how they do kindled in this game where like you're literally on fire. I think that's one of the cooler ways of depicting it.
Yeah, and it's like they did a really good job with it too. It's like when you like set a piece of paper on fire or something like that. You know? Ooh, look at this! This door is being broken open by these like big nasty roots. This is like those roots at whatchamacallit, the door in Ilium Lois, but like
Oh yeah.
but look at all these these capillaries on the sides, and you know.
They're very insectile. Look like remind me a lot of like a millipede or something.
Yeah, no, it's good. Some good shit. Oh, here we go.
What's gonna happen?
I love the way the chosen undead character, the player character, always just gotta touch things. And here we go, the watchdog of the Boreal Valley.
Now we knew it was a chili watchdog because of the name.
Yeah. And he's kind of a dog if you think about it.
Yeah, I buy it.
I like we're just like bringing back a lot of things here. We're doing Bloodborne. We're doing, you know, some early Dark Souls bosses like. Jeez, oh, damn it, caught up under his asshole. Whoa, homie.
Boy, that is not nothing. Yeah, you know what? This enemy reminds me of the demons at the beginning of Dark Souls 1.
Yeah.
Particularly the first demon.
It's very a Titanite demon in a lot of ways. When you go down to the basement to go to the.
Yep. The forest zone.
The forest zone. Yeah, I was like, whatever that was called.
Dragon something.
The basin.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, do some shit. Oh, he's using his second phase, I guess.
Yeah, now he's super
So
hard.
now he's
'cause
gonna rampage.
He's ice coated.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my.
Yeah, you can do that all you want, homie. Guess what? I've got like a lot of health. Oh. Frostbite shit's no joke.
Oh my. And that doesn't go away very quickly, does it?
No, frostbite builds up and it hangs around. Come on, Derby. Just one more hit. 2 more
Before you
hits.
get frostbite. Oh, there we go.
There we
Vort.
go.
My son's
Vort.
name is also Vort.
Your son is not named Vort.
I know it's. I'm glad he's not.
I'm glad your
for
son
his
is
sake.
not named Vort. Yeah, Jesus.
Vorted.
I'd cancel you. Derby would cancel you.
Derby would. Derby doesn't want anyone to go through life with a bad name.
No, no one
oh,
should be
look,
named
there we
Vort.
go.
Yeah, look at that. We opened up. We got a
Thanks,
bonfire.
Roots. This is great.
Yeah. Shout out to fine work. Thanks. Applaud that message. Praise the chaos. Yeah, good. We did
Oh,
not
well, yeah.
get the fucking the thing. I gotta look up where this is, because this is gonna
The
drive me.
oh yeah,
batshit.
I'll look that up. What's it called? Like orange soapstone or
right?
yellow? Yeah, I think so. Good job on that boss, by the way.
Thank you. After oh wait,
Oh, you don't need it.
you don't need it. We can just write messages.
Oh.
That's why I was like, oh, we could just message templates. We're gonna do visions of being to a pulp.
Nice one. It's just so classic.
Therefore,
Praise the club.
damn. If there was club, I would do it.
That would be cool.
I don't think so. Praise the weapon.
Praise the weapon. That's good. It's a very
Check my
robust
message.
system.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh wow. Yeah, looking
Derby's
really
about
cool.
that life. We got 3,000 souls for that. 3,000, some kind of souls.
Not
What's
bad.
this?
Whoa.
Peer over the cliff and hold up the banner. Good luck. I like that the perspective shifts there. The camera zooms out.
Yeah,
very
why not?
funny. This
We
is
need to know there's more. Field
now
of
the
View is
real
just
fight
so.
begins.
Uh-huh.
So here we are. We're on this ledge. A lot of people clearly have jumped off this ledge.
Yep.
This looks all very familiar in some ways. This is
what?
like
No.
this is just like the forest that you were talking about, Trevor.
That's correct, and that's just like the bridge I was talking about.
No, it really is. Yeah.
Intriguing.
There's that big cathedral-y place over there. There's like a big
Yeah.
basilica. There's a lot of cathedral-y looking places over here. That totally looks like Sen's back there.
It does.
It's got
No,
big
it
sense
absolutely
energy.
does. That's a really, really good observation. What is the because like the cathedral isn't something that's really in Dark Souls 1.
No.
Outside of like the one in Anne Orlando.
Yeah, you get that one little church. It's like one of those like, it's like when you go to like the Vatican City and it's like, oh, here's a little church over here and here's a little church over here, and they're all churches to different little things. And yeah, you get to go through like the church to Saint Guinevere, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
on your way to the cathedral to Gwyn, our Holy Father. There's like a couple of like weird places back in here we're gonna, I guess, go to eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It is funny how many games had something like this after The Witcher 3. Like I feel like The Witcher 3, this like Vista approach to the world, It's like that's really the big sort of like set piece in that
I'm
game where it's
trying,
like
I'm trying to think of
shows it
where
off.
it comes from first, because like
Can't be
obviously
right,
Dark
but-
Souls does it. Like Dark Souls,
Right,
Dark
right.
Souls 1 does it. Demon Souls doesn't, because Demon Souls you don't really get to look at the world because you use the Nexus. But Dark Souls definitely, it's like, oh, I see that place, I'm gonna go over there.
But does it do this where it's like, here is your world in front of you from upon high?
No.
Is there a moment
I
in
don't-
it where you do it like
I
that?
don't think so.
I don't either.
Yeah, no. Like, I mean, maybe when you get to the top of the bell tower, you could kind of look around and see everything at the top.
Yeah, in reference to where you are. Yeah, no, for sure.
This is something interesting. I want to see. Oh, damn it. I did the wrong button. Oh, well. Here we go. We're going to
Now
get
you're
cutscene.
raising the banner.
We're raising the banner. I was looking back in
Flags
that,
fly forever.
that snowy hillside over there and seeing what was back there. There's like a city. Derby, your kneecaps. Damn, girl. It's our friends.
Oh no, brain monster!
These are the guys who bring you from Sen's Fortress to Anor Londo.
That's true.
These are 100% the same guys.
Oh, well, yeah, it would be very difficult to not recognize their look.
It's interesting that we do, like, the way we use them here is like we go in Dark Souls 1, they take us from this, like, this low place, below, from Sen's Fortress to the exalted city of the gods, right? And
Right.
here they're bringing us from this, like, big castle high up above on this weird I still don't understand, like, the geography of Lothric is very weird and baffling to me.
Mm-hmm.
But like it takes us from there down to this shithole, and then they're hanging out here. I guess, where do they go? In Dark Souls, the guy that brings you, he hangs out. You can
Yeah.
like look up at him. But here, not so much.
They go, I mean, they're just doing whatever monsters do. They're waiting for their next call.
They're doing whatever monsters do, waiting.
They're
for
on their union mandated 15.
Well, good for them. I'm glad they're unionized.
Oh my god, of course.
Huh? It's a bonfire, but bonfire ahead. This is kind of a great little comment. Dark Souls 3 has a lot of bonfires. I don't know if you were aware of this, Trevor, but
I am aware of
we
this.
just came from a bonfire. We literally
I know.
just came from a bonfire.
I'm sorry. Are you complaining that another bonfire is here?
I am complaining.
so
that
exciting to
another
have so many
bonfire is
bonfires.
here. But we can look around, and we should look around. Nope. Whoop, Derby, don't do that. Dark Souls, I forgot there's no zoom on the I forgot again, on the binoculars in Dark Souls 3. So there's that place over there. That looks cool. And then there's this.
That looks like something we're going to want to go to.
Like, yeah, it seems like something we're going to want to go to. And then there's this thing over here, and there's a guy on top of it.
When's the last time we saw a big giant on top of a building?
Yeah, a big giant on top of a building. This one has a giant crossbow.
Oh, again, something
Or
similar
not
from
a giant
Dark Souls
crossbow,
1.
a giant great bow. Yeah, and then we've got this horrible shanty town.
Oh yeah, it's extremely collapsed.
Yeah, it really, it's very interesting, like the way they depict this little town over here. Let's just we'll go to this little shanty town. We'll call it a day there. A large, soul deserted corpse. What's over here? Yeah, nothing. So we could drop down here and we'd probably die. We're not going to do that.
Fortune favors the bold, do you?
Fortune favors the bold, but also let's be reasonable here. There's nothing over here. Look at that. Kind of a weird glowing effect happening, but
It is odd. It looks like there's like some sort of blood stain over there, kind
look
of.
at all those guys down there.
Ugh. They really wanted to get here.
They really did. Shortcut. That's a poor message. Because they're fibbing.
It is a fib that I don't think a lot of people would believe, but
They're-
maybe new players would.
people who it's really funny because I wonder like people coming off from Elden Ring where like Elden Ring is absolutely well, you're gonna jump off this cliff, right? Like that's what we're doing. We're jumping off this cliff.
Right. Well, because it is. Oh no.
So this is this horrible thing that Dark Souls 3 gives us is these scripted moments of massacre. I've, I've I thought this was weird like when we first encountered it, and then like when Elden Ring like really starts like going hard in these like scripted massacre moments, I thought it was like just absolutely bizarre. It reminds me of like God, what was it? I mean, there are great ways to get free souls in Elden Ring. Like I got so many souls from the big dogs that rampage outside of that like one garrison in Caelid.
Right. I know which one you mean.
So many souls from that. Like there's like a bonfire right there. You just like run past the like fire pit with the knights gathered around it, and like there's the big dog. It just goes 3 big dogs, and they just kill all those soldiers. And you get like 10,000 souls.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a great time. But it reminds me of like when like Peter Jackson was making the Lord of the Rings movies, and his whole like the Weta digital technology of like we can make all of these little AI soldiers fight each other, and we could just like
It's like Harryhausen style versions of AI.
We tweak a few values, and like suddenly like the war changes dramatically, and like we can make like Sauron's forces win the War of the Ring. But like each little individual soldier was having its own little decision making thing, and it was like a very weird version of like Age of Empires that he was playing to make his movie. But yeah. So those guys just keep getting eaten by those dogs like over and over again. Every time we reload this, every time they come back to life, they get just eaten by dogs over and over again.
Are these guys alive? Is that what I'm to understand?
No, these guys seem pretty not alive. Oh.
Please, grant me death.
This guy's
Undo
moving.
my shackles.
Wow.
Undo my shackles.
I mean, I probably
just
would.
take the big thing off your back.
We can't do it.
Oh, then it's true. A champion of Ash as I live and breathe. To be in your presence is a great honor. I am Yol of Londor, a pilgrim, as you can see, only somehow I failed to die as was ordained. Well, perhaps my calling lies elsewhere. Say, champion of Ash, how does the idea of taking me into your service strike you? I was once a sorcerer. Surely I can be of use.
Well, Derby doesn't trust sorcery, but Derby could use a friend.
I am honored, truly.
Yeah, why not?
I should be dead, yet you have granted me purpose anew.
You don't have to trust your friends all the time.
Yol of Londor, do solemnly swear myself to you.
Well, sometimes we have friends that like, they have shitty jobs. That's all.
Oh yeah.
Like so these all these dudes are dead. They're just husks of there's like little like sand fleas that just came here and then died at the Dragon Ahead. You're right, homie. Correct.
That is a scary thing to realize without warning.
Is there a dragon down there? These guys are just all here, and they all died, and they were pilgrims that came to Lothric just to die out front, I guess. I want to know what their weird deal with these things is, because I actually don't remember. I
mean, I think they're strapped on the front, but the back is very interesting. It's like a bird-looking thing.
They're like, well, it's like, well, we have those dudes that like they burst out with like the weird pus of man. So it's almost like they're like, no, we won't bust out.
Interesting.
You know, like the guys we meet, and they bust out with that black gooey rat monster that comes out of their backs.
Right.
So like, and so it's like, okay, are you keeping that in? But
Yeah, are you going to be busting this out at some point? Like, do you have like, yeah, exactly.
it's over here. Pull this lever, we can open this door. Those other guys should have opened the door.
Yeah, it's an odd choice that they didn't. I guess they just like being.
Oh, look
dead.
at this
Scarecrow.
bloodborne
Oh no!
scarecrow motherfucker.
That sword is pretty cool. Ah!
And then there's
There we go.
bonfire right there, just like they said. Bonfire.
And now
that's
we're in the village.
3 bonfires within like the same amount of screens. Hollow. All the more. Try jumping.
Ah,
I love
that's
that.
funny.
That's really funny. It's like, hey, you got nothing to lose. You might as well. Look at these guys. Let's kill this guy. Derby doesn't like the look of these guys.
I wish they'd drop you one of those saws. They're pretty cool.
You can. I'm pretty sure they can drop them. I know they can drop the pitchfork. The hand cleaver, I think they might drop, but we're gonna go back and we're gonna level some stuff up and trade some stuff in. Oh, Derby, you got clean. You clean in the light of the
There
fire.
we go.
We are.
Derby heard our comments.
We're cleaned by the fire. Derby, you still got
Clean
those
now
fucked
in the
up knees.
fire.
Jesus Christ, those are some knees.
Yeah, it's.
Ooh, yet to give in, eh? Good. The firekeeper must be twitching with delight. What do you really know about these lords of Cinder? These supposed legends? Let's take Aldrich for one. A right and proper cleric. Only he developed a habit of devouring
Damn.
men. He ate so many that he
Yikes.
bloated like a drowned pig, then softened into sludge. So they stuck him in the Cathedral of the Deep, and they made him a Lord of Cinder, not for virtue, but for might. Such as a lord, I suppose. But here I ask, do we have a sodding chance? At the foot of Lothric Castle,
Oh, here we go.
an old path still runs below the tower in the undead settlement. It was used to transport sacrifices to the Cathedral of the Deep. You should see where it leads. If you've the stones for it.
Jeez. Brutal.
Yeah, wow.
At the foot of Lothric, if
I really hate what's going on with Derby's foot and ankle right here.
Yeah, Derby looks like she is breaking her ankle.
Yeah, that's really rough looking.
I don't like that.
Oh, 'cause it's
Yeah,
going
that's...
into the rock. I see
Oh,
it's no good. I was just like,
Oh,
this is like that
jeez.
position. I was like, what is going on here? It's an orthotic nightmare.
That's
So-
very gross.
So we learned about the undead settlement was a path for transporting sacrifices to the Cathedral of the Deep, which is where they stuck Aldrich, who was a right and proper cleric, but who just loved eating men. And who can blame him? But apparently he was literally eating men.
Yeah, it's not a Slay Queen sort of move. It's
No,
just
it's not a
yeah, he's
move at all. So
it
Aldrich
isn't.
is
It must be
devouring
said.
people, and he became a big old fat monster. Apparently, he became a fatberg.
He became the rotten essentially.
Yeah, he became the rotten, and they stuck him at the bottom of the cathedral. And basically, they were like, "Well, this fucker's got to burn good. Let's have him be a Lord of Cinder."
I think it's interesting how, I mean, obviously, you know, the game clearly isn't like, none of the series is particularly like healthy in its approach to weight
bodies,
or being
yeah.
fat or anything. Bodies, yeah. But it is interesting that the implication with that guy is that he only became bloated because he was eating people. Like if he got into the habit of eating like pizzas, it wouldn't have happened. It's just that he got in the habit of eating men. It's
Yeah.
it's an odd thing. Like it's very, I mean, it's extraordinarily regressive still, like the way they talk about bodies and stuff, but that's just a bizarre approach to it.
No, like it is very like, sin of gluttony magnified like 1,000 times.
Sure.
But like it's a very weird, it is a very weird approach to it. The fact that he's only this like weird glutton. He's not a glutton because he was like, just like eating pizza, like as you said. He's a glutton because he was eating guys. He's just eating
Yeah.
eating people.
Yeah.
And we're definitely gonna find out more about him.
Can't wait.
Welcome home, Ashen. Speak that. Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless
I gotta
souls.
say, the Firekeeper is kind of a step backwards from the Emerald Herald. It's
Yeah,
just,
I really missed the Emerald Herald, honestly.
we're gonna get more about the Firekeepers in this game eventually, but like, which is really kind of interesting stuff. But
Darkness beyond the reach of
ultimately,
Let them see
Her talking to herself while we do this is pretty interesting.
yeah. Well, she's got her
I do
whole
find
little
that.
litany.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put that into vigor because, like, honestly, 20 vigor is like
It's pretty
a
great.
really comfortable spot to be in, and like the next zone, dudes really like to like kind of like bypass your armor and shit like that, and just
Oh no.
really just
Yeah.
hit you with those heavy, like out of nowhere, just like I shot you with an arrow and it did a crit, and like now half your health is gone.
Yeah, we wanna make sure we're prepared.
Yeah.
Pretty be careful.
Yeah. Okay, and then Grey Rat's over there. He's still doing the same thing. But let's. Did we get? Yeah, we got a soul. We got a soul of the Boreal
Oh
Valley.
yeah,
Vort.
yeah.
So let's take a look at this. Soul of Vort of the Boreal Valley. One of the twisted souls steeped in strength. It's one of the twisted souls. So this is one of the twisted souls. This is a different soul from other souls.
Yeah.
Used to acquire many souls or transpose with true strength. Vort served as an outrider knight, never far from the fleeting dancer. Yeah.
I wonder if we'll ever meet this fleeting dancer.
I
Probably not,
I
right?
I bet you we're gonna meet the fleeting dancer, Trevor.
What?
I bet money. I bet you $20. We're gonna meet the fleeting dancer.
Okay, well, easy money for me.
Yeah.
They never follow up with stuff like this.
My feet are here.
Homie, do you have feet? I don't,
yeah,
I am unclear.
And this is my throne. Listen, this might pique thine interest. Before I was a Lord of Cinder, I was a student of transposition, the process of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. A forbidden art that once left a foul stain upon Corlin's honor. 'Tis an art that grants powers once thought unattainable. Most transposing kilns were lost with Corland, but this place is a crossing for all manner of cursed objects. If thou happenest upon a transposing kiln, bring it to me, quick.
Okay, so we can't do anything with Boreal Vort's soul yet because we have to get a transposing kiln. But I really like the complication that Corlin involves here, like brings up, because like we have made a lot of things with souls throughout Dark Souls, right? Like, no one really gave a shit about it in Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 2, sure,
We had to find our friend.
Well, there was the one asshole who would do our soul stuff for us. God, I forgot his name. But then there was our bird wife, Ornifex.
Ornifex is who I was thinking of, yeah.
Yeah, but there's also what's his face, who we let out of prison. I can't remember his name. He was the Hexer, who was like, "Oh, ha ha ha! I've seen kingdoms rise and fall while I was frozen in stone." Do 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 do. I can't remember his fucking name, but he's an asshole, and you let him out of prison, and you unthaw him, you unpetrify him, unthaw, and he's like, you know, he'll sell you miracles, and he'll also, you know, do soul arts. Soul arts in Dark Souls 3 are a cursed thing. Literally, the transposition
interesting.
kill is a cursed object. You know, it's the process of extracting, coalescing, and transforming souls into other shit is, you know, it's a forbidden art in Dark Souls 3, but it's not in Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 1. Interestingly enough, Demon Souls does make it, you know, that's like, you know, we get what's his face, King Alant. You know, he becomes obsessed with the soul arts, and then bad shit happens. Right? Like he starts meddling around with turning people into stuff. Basically.
Not smart.
Yeah,
Not the
you
thing
know,
wanna
don't do
do.
that.
Yeah. That's the lesson of Dark Souls.
Dark Souls, it's very anti-capitalist if you think about it.
It is. It's kind of about depression, and also why you shouldn't do human experimentation.
Yeah, and also about who the extraction of labor, and who. But yeah, but so
Our
here,
crestfallen friend is definitely he does not have the means of production.
no, he does not have the means of production. Look at this asshole.
Yeah, he's not.
But also, he's a Trotskyite.
Oh,
You could tell. Let's look at the
shots fired.
like. Look at that. Look at that face.
Yeah, he does kind of. Yeah, he's too
Yeah.
miserable to.
No.
Produced.
He's
Yeah.
he's a Trotskyite. This is every white girl anarchist, you know. She's got a trust fund. Don't listen to her. She's on that bread tube. This is just the old Marxist materialist that's just like in the corner of like Twitter, and she's just like, look, you know, she's like, I'm a Marxist realist.
You don't have to believe me. You'll believe me eventually.
And then homie over here just wants to hit metal with a hammer.
He's just roped into these things because they need blacksmiths.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that about him.
He used
like him the
hashtag
most.
the revolution once, and like now he's here. Turns out he was just really good at forging memes. And then there's Corlin over there.
Corlin. I don't know what Corlin is.
Ludlith.
Ludlith.
Ludlith the
I'm not
poor
sure.
lad,
I'm not
yeah.
sure what he would be online.
No, I don't know. It's a good question. Oh, wait, what's this asshole?
Oh, he's new.
He's new. This bloodborne motherfucker.
Unkindled, are we? And fast on the trail of the Lords absconded? Then these red eyes are for you.
Oh, he gave us a bunch of cracked red eye orbs.
Use them to pillage
Okay.
enemies and briefly heighten your strength for your duty. What else are unkindled ashes good for? Pillage embers for briefly heightened strength for your duty. What else are unkindled ashes good for?
What a
Okay.
surprise that guy is.
Yeah, he's just the weird little PvP asshole.
Yeah, I guess once you get the blue, you got to get the red.
Yeah. All right, let's see. What else we got? We got 69. We're going to hold on to Vort's soul for now. I don't think he actually makes anything that I care about. We can get his mace. It does frostbite. It's not that interesting.
Oh, hello, your band in one piece.
But we can pick it up from him at some point in the near future. Do you want anything? Want a light crossbow? tempted by the light crossbow, but
It is a cool idea.
I think I'm just gonna get a bunch of fire bombs.
They've been serving us pretty well so far.
They're good to have. Derby likes to throw fire bombs at things. I'm pretty sure.
And who can blame her?
Who can blame her? No, of course not.
Who can blame her?
All right, so we've discovered who these people are of leftists. Our friends are on leftist
On
Twitter. And we beat a boss, and we've made it to the beyond the high wall of Lothric, which was my goal all along.
You did a wonderful job getting there.
Thank you, Trevor. Thank you
You're
for being a
welcome, Dia.
constant companion, and for not being a Trotskyite.
Oh, goodness. Well, of course. It's the least I can do.
It's the least we could do. Trevor, tell the people where they can find you and what you've been up to.
They can find me at Hagelbun on Twitter, and the podcast is called No Cartridge. We're a little behind right now because our producer had a bit of a bump on the head, has been avoiding screens.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, Julian's okay, but I think just recovering a bit. So we're taking it slow, obviously, more important. But we have a couple of things in the pipeline. We had some interesting stuff recently on GDC, and there's some fun stuff on the patreon.com/nocartridge. So check all that out. There's plenty of content for all and sundry. I started Danganronpa 2, so people should be excited about that too.
And
So yeah, no, definitely check it out.
And there's all the back episodes. That's the thing that you forget is like
God, yeah.
people forget is that like we tell you about the new shit that we're doing, but like, dude, I have been podcasting with Trevor since my heart problem started, and that was 3 years ago.
God, yeah, that was when you were, and like if you just think about the videos, that's when you were doing Dragon's Dogma,
right?
Like,
yeah,
there's a full Dragon's Dogma playthrough. There's a full playthrough of Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2.
You guys
go back and dig in.
Like, No Cartridge got a whole, like, you guys went through all of like Homicide, Life on the Street. Are you still doing that, or are you done?
We're still doing that. Yeah, we're in season 3 right now.
It's such a long. Oh God. Yeah,
it's a long and winding road. Yeah. No, it's true. We both have massive backlogs at this point.
Yeah. Go check that shit out. Find shit that you didn't know about and explore it, and tell people that you found this, like, yo this LP, this podcast. Go tell them about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Spread the word. That's how we keep doing the cool stuff that you love.
Hagelbon on Twitter, No Cartridge on Patreon, No Cartridge on Twitter also.
It's true.
Dia Lucina everywhere on Patreon, Twitter, co-host, whatever. Go find our stuff, yo. And like, if you haven't looked at it yet, check it out. Try something outside of your wheelhouse. Derby would want you to try something outside of your wheelhouse.
Look, she has that club. That's not her. She's doing something new.
Derby's doing something new. Derby got this chainmail cowl because, you know, Lee Alexander said, wear a chainmail cowl. And you know what? It's working out great for Derby. You know, sometimes you got to look at Derby's toes. Derby's got toes. And a twitchy foot. That foot is twitching.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there it goes.
Twitching.
Oh,
right.
Gosh.
And, you know, just remember, all is for the best in this, the best of all possible souls. We will catch you next time when we go and explore this god-awful village. And we're going to go look for Grey Rat's friend and give her a ring.
Oh.
Until next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
All right.
Okay. Hope I wasn't too sleepy at the end there.
No, you did great.
Did my best.
Real proud of you. You did a real good job. You're a trooper.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I wasn't actually that bad until like maybe like 11:30, and then I was like, uh-oh. I can do this. Like post